are certainly some countries that many of you would like to visit or even desire to live in permanently. Therefore, there are some countries that you find attractive. Some of you may like the climate and nature of the countries you desire, while others may identify more with the culture and way of life of the people in those countries. Some of you may want to leave your current country for purely economic reasons. What if I told you about a country where all these conditions are easily met? I think I know such a place. Switzerland is a country where almost everyone lives in wealth. Its every inch of land is safe, and its untouched nature can be called the capital of happiness. Switzerland, which has no coastline, is located between the Alps, plateaus, and mountains, and it is not very large in terms of area. The Alps occupy most of the land, and this land is inhabited by a population of 8.5 million. Officially known as the Swiss Confederation, Switzerland has not shown the slightest sign of war since 1815. Perhaps for this reason, their economy has always been developed, and today they are among the world's richest countries. Additionally, they lead an international humanitarian organization called the Red Cross, which is established to protect human life and health. Switzerland is often thought by many to be a member of the European Union. However, this country is not a member of the Eurozone, so its currency is not the euro, but the Swiss franc. Nonetheless, if you have a Schengen visa, you can easily visit Switzerland as well as other European countries. But before going there, you need to know some details. For example, the country is divided into 4 main regions based on language and culture. People are grouped in different regions according to the language they speak, and Switzerland has 4 official languages: German, French, Italian, and Romansh. For instance, you can witness that German is spoken predominantly in one region while entirely French or Italian is spoken in a different part of the country. Therefore, a common language union covering the whole country could not be achieved in Switzerland. Additionally, it can be said that there is no religious unity in this country. Although the Christian population is relatively high compared to other beliefs, they also experience differences among themselves as Protestants and Catholics. However, the local people do not care much about these issues because regardless of which region they live in, people only think about their own peace and happiness. Matters such as what others believe in and what language they speak are not really important to them. People are more busy enjoying the wealth and high quality of life they have. Since the purchasing power per capita is quite high, they can easily have almost anything they want. Zurich, Lausanne, Basel, and Geneva are among the most important places you may have heard of in Switzerland. Flights from abroad are frequently made to these cities, and people who come to the country as tourists generally spend their time in these cities. While we're at it, they also experience the height of fun at the numerous festivals held in these cities. For example, the International Balloon Festival held in January, the Mask Festival held in Basel in mid-February, the Easter Music Festival, the Zurich City Carnival, and the Geneva International Film Festival are just a few of the many events hosted there. Now, let's talk about some appetizing topics. When a person visits another country for the first time, what do they desire the most? Of course, they are curious to taste the traditional flavors and famous foods of that country. I'm sure there are very few people in the world who do not like cheese or chocolate. Swiss entrepreneurs have realized this and have reached the top in cheese and chocolate production. They produce the highest quality cheeses and chocolates in the world and sell them to other countries. They have become so skilled in their business that they produce approximately 450 types of cheese. The most well-known among these is fondue, where bread is dipped in melted cheese in a pot using long forks. However, what really makes this country popular is its chocolates. Since the 18th century, Switzerland has been the country that produces the most and highest quality chocolates in the world. Especially towards the end of the 19th century, with the development of technological techniques such as tempering, Swiss chocolate has reached its peak in quality and gained worldwide fame. Along with technology, a Swiss inventor named Daniel Peter made a great breakthrough by producing milk chocolate and made Switzerland a country known for its chocolate. Even Toblerone chocolates, which you have probably seen in most supermarkets in other countries, are imported from Switzerland. You can find all kinds of chocolates according to your taste in every corner of Switzerland. It is worth noting that chocolates in Switzerland, like other foods, are quite expensive. They claim that the reason for this is that every food produced is made from the highest quality ingredients. If you are a tourist, giving chocolates as a gift to your loved ones in your own country can be a bit expensive. Let's give some examples from everyday life in Switzerland. Switzerland is the only country in the world governed by direct democracy. This means that if you are a citizen and there is a law that negatively affects your way of life, you can sue and demand changes to the constitution as an ordinary person. On the other hand, people in this country love to become teachers and really do produce quality individuals in terms of education. A clear example of this is the low crime rates in the country and the fact that some of Europe's best mathematicians come from Switzerland. Additionally, teachers earn over $120,000 annually in this country. Furthermore, there is no president in this country. Instead, there is a 7-member council that takes on the responsibilities of the president. In fact, the country doesn't have an officially designated capital, but the city of Bern is considered the de facto capital. We can easily say that Switzerland is one of the safest countries in the world. There are countless underground shelters in the country in case of a possible nuclear war. In fact, they designed the highways in such a way that they can turn into a runway with removable barriers in case of any war threat. Interestingly, the country also has a high level of gun sales. It is estimated that there are around 4 million guns in this country with a population of nearly 9 million. With so many guns, one would expect some trouble, but as mentioned before, they have some of the lowest crime rates in the world. Additionally, military service is mandatory for men who reach the age of 18, which is different from other countries. What distinguishes military service in Switzerland is that all men are required to keep their guns at home and be ready for war at any moment. Switzerland, known as a country of peaceful, calm, and passive people from the outside, stands out with its disciplined rules. We can say that they have a different practice on fines that we are not used to. For example, if a person who owns a luxury car violates traffic rules just like a person who owns an ordinary car, the person with the luxury car receives a higher fine. The reason for this is quite clear because the person who owns a luxury car is assumed to be rich, and the fines applied vary according to individuals' income. In summary, Switzerland is one of the safest, most peaceful, and most livable countries in the world. I'm sure the number of people living in Switzerland who are not satisfied with Switzerland is almost negligible. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel.